Hey guys, welcome back to my channel if you are seasoned, and if you are new, I invite you to subscribe to this channel, then click that notification bell so you'll be the first to know when there's a new video posted to this channel. And if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up at the end. Hey Z Squad, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be doing this DIY. I am actually giving myself an hour to do it. It is late at night, it's 11 o'clock. And I am giving myself to midnight to get it done. I just, on a whim, put this cover together using the tissue paper from the Be Happy box. And this is the tissue paper. And I couldn't figure out what to do with this paper, but I knew I wanted to keep it. And I wanted to make something of it. So I made a Traveler 6 notebook, doing some Target pockets, and I'm going to add some string and I'll finish it. But since I was making this for myself and had a little extra paper, I figured I would get on the camera and show you guys how I did this. Now, I've seen a couple people make a couple of things out of the paper, but I wanted to make something that I would use. And so I'm just going to use this for journaling and brain dumping. And that's pretty much all I'm going to use this for. So what we'll need for today's project is the Be Happy tissue paper from the Be Happy box if you've ordered it. I ordered this from the Happy Planner, which is also me and my big ideas. I don't know if they have any more of the Be Happy boxes left or if they're actually going to sell this tissue paper, but it is from the collaboration with Teresa Collins and the Happy Planner. And so I love this paper. Very powerful, very encouraging, and I wanted to keep it for forever. So, tissue paper is what we need. I like to use a corner rounder to round off my corners. I have my little bonefish, my little bone scraper. I always forget what this name is called, then I think of it later. My rotary cutter, which I showed you guys in my last video. If you haven't seen it, you can check the iCard up above. A hole punch to punch holes in the bottom of my my cover, the holes where I put the strings through. A glue stick. This is just a glue stick from Recollections. It was on sale. I want to say it was $4.99 for like 12. Then I have a ruler. And I have a paper pad. This paper pad I grabbed from Tuesday morning. It was only $6.97. Actually, no, I did get this from Michael's. I got it from Michael's. It was in a clearance section for $6.97, which is very odd. And so I wanted paper that I would have a pink background to, because as you can see, this is clear, and I actually used a piece of cardstock from another paper plan. So I actually have enough where I can do something else with that, but we'll worry about that later. And then I also have my big chomper that puts a hole. If you can see that little thing that goes through, it puts a hole in the center. All right, and then I have my laminator off to the side, which you can't see on camera. And I also have a pair of scissors. All right, so I should have put a timer on to make sure I don't stay past, well, it's already past my bedtime, so I can't even say that. But I want a sheet of pink paper. Or maybe I was looking at it backwards. Maybe that's where I found this pink paper thing. Either I want to use this one or I saw another one in here that has big words on the back. Was it this one? I think it was this one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This is the back of I like this for the paper, but I don't know if I'm crazy about that being on the inside. So I'm going with the Love It or Like It. Love It or Like It theme. And actually, oh, there's pink on pink. So I'm actually going to use this pink on pink. That was easy. Oh, and you're also going to need a paper trimmer. I failed to mention that. And so, sorry, my arms are in the way. I'm going to use my Love Nicole paper trimmer, and I actually just did a video on that as well that you'll find in the iCards. And I am going to measure out the cover 7 1/4 by 11 1/4. So 1/8. 7 1/8 by 11 1/8. Because 11 1/4 is the size of the laminate paper. So it's going to be 7 1/8. Pushing my paper all the way up against, pulling my slider down. I don't know what I'm feeling like. It's not straight. Alright, I feel like it's pushed all the way up, and then I'm just gonna slice the paper. So that is my 7 1/8. And then now I'm gonna do my 11 1/8. And sorry if you guys can't see the whole thing, but it's the way I have my tripod set up. My desk pod. I feel like every time I record at night, I forgot my other light, my voice just starts to bail out on me. Okay. That is my 11th and 1/8. Alright, so now you can move the paper trimmer out of the way. And I'm not going to do my corners yet because I want to actually put my paper down. So I think I'll glue my paper on this side because there's more pink on that side. Alright, so let me grab yet another sheet. And what you want to do is flatten out your sheet, hand press it. Now it's tissue paper. So you can take it to the iron with a light touch, but I'm actually not going to do that. Just going to hand press. And when you're gluing it, what you want to make sure is that you have the words that you want. I wanted to make sure that the I am enough and kindness is on here. I tried to get the I am what I believe I am, but I just wasn't 100% on the mark with that. So looking at this, the I am what I believe I am is right here. But what I'm also afraid of is that I'm going to run off of here. But let's try it. So I do have more paper. And I'm measuring up my line where the I am enough is on the bottom. And I'm going to have that I come right to the edge. And so that is what I'm going to focus on for right there. So I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to tap these corners because that's where I want it to lay. I'm going to laminate it once I get it all cut down. I'm going to turn my laminator back on. It shouldn't take long since I just had it on. All right, that should be enough. Somehow I lost a cat already. And again, I'm going to focus on the I am enough and the I am what I believe I am. So I want that I am enough to hit that bottom edge here. And then I'm just going to straighten out the rest. And I'm going to use my foam folder. See, I told you I would come up with a name. Whenever I'm not thinking about it, I say the name, my bone folder. Actually, I'm going to use my Cricut scraper. And you want to get all the wrinkles out. Now, this may take some time. You may have to lift it up. And the good thing about it is that you're using like the glue stick. So if you need to pull it up, you can. But before you get it in the laminator, you want to get as many lumps out. Be very gentle because it is tissue paper. And if you feel it going against you, chill. And this is taking a little bit longer, probably because I got the video rolling, because I literally just zoomed through here. And so and it probably isn't going to take you that much as long as you press it out. So I recommend pressing it out. And then what I'm going to do is take my ruler and as you can see, I just ripped the top, but the top is coming off anyway. I'm putting my ruler right up against, you can see the tissue paper through it, so I'm putting it right up against the edge, grabbing my rotary cutter, double checking my lines, watch your fingers. The rotary cutter, if you're using a rotary cutter, is sharp. You can use your scissors. There we go. I got some of the glue on the table. So I'm just going around all 4 edges up to where I can see the cardstock. And then I can't see it anymore. And if you're doing this method, make sure you're putting a little pressure on your ruler. And just a little bit more. Alrighty. And just one more side. Press firm. Move all of that out of the way. And now my laminator is ready. I'm going to get a piece of laminate. And I like to use a line on here so I can make sure that I am laying it even. Laying it down even. And then just give it a little bit more. I see a little thing right there. It's gonna irk my nerves. There we go. And so now I am going to put it through my laminator. Now I'm going to put it through about 3 or 4 times because it's tissue paper and it is thin. Then I'm going to get a scoreboard. I forgot to tell you guys about the scoreboard. I'm going to get my scoreboard so that I can score it. I will pull out the paper trimmer again to cut down the sides. And if I can find the string, because I didn't prepare for that part. right, so that's the first pass. I'm gonna throw it through again. I do have black string, and this does have black. My first mine was to go with the white, but I don't know where the rest of the white, my white roll is. So from here, I am going to trim down my sides, and I actually use a different trimmer because that marker is actually easier and better for me to capture it with it closed. And then after I actually trim it down on with the sides, I actually throw it through the laminator one more again. Oh wow, as it went through the laminator, yet another straight piece came out. So I have to be careful with cutting. I have to turn it this way because I have to actually see my marking of where I'm actually cutting. It's one piece. And then where I have to be careful is up here. And actually I have to make the top higher than I want because it will break the seal, unfortunately. Actually, I can trim down just a little bit. So I just trimmed down a little bit, and now I'll take my corner rounder, and generally corner rounders don't like laminate, but it'll give me like that little head start, jump start, where I can take a scissor and go around it. Now they normally do get stuck, so don't follow my lead here. That one actually took the whole edge, well, a little bit. I just take the scissors and go around where it started for me because I'm not that good at rounding corners. Actually, I think I can trim this side off. Just a little bit more. I don't know if I even trimmed this side. I'm trying so hard to be so careful. And you really do have to be careful to make sure you don't pop that seal. All right, so now I'm putting it back through. I did my corners. I'm putting it back through the laminator. Moving that out the way, and then I will get my scoreboard. And so where I measure, for this one, I'm just doing the box measurement. Normally I do 3 measurements, but I'm just going to do the box measurement. And I'm going to measure based off of the entire cover. The entire cover. There we go. Oops, hot, hot, hot. I'm actually going to use my scissors just to cut. A little bit more off. And if you can see, kind of goes up to 11 1/4, which is what I wanted. And so 11 1/2 would have been, if it was 11 inches, that would have been the mark, is 11 1/2. But I am using, I don't know what this mark is, but I'm going 6 1/4. And then 5 1/4. Six and a quarter, then 5 1/4. You can see that in here. I'm just gonna fold, fold. And I have my, I am what I believe I am. So after that, I just threw it right back through the laminator. This sheet probably went through 6 or 7 times, but that's just me because I wanted to make sure that everything was sealed and I was just being over careful. So now I'm just going to place a marker here so that I can come in with my big chomper and place my center hole for looping. All right, so now I'm going to place a hole in the center of my that's going to be for my string there. And then I'll place a hole, 3 holes. One in the center. And on the side. And then on the side here, real close to the and I'm just eyeballing these. Paper keeps getting. I really do use the hole in here. It helped me measure up. And now she's ready for the string. I'm really mad that I don't know where the rest of this string is. Let's just pause real quick while I try to find this string. Don't forget to subscribe. So yay, I found my string, and honestly, I don't even know where I picked it up from. I was running around this room trying to move things here and there, and then all of a sudden it was in my hand, boom. So what I'm doing is threading the string through the holes, and it's a stretchy string. I purchased this from Amazon, and I'll leave a link in the description down below. If you can't wait, if you're just one of them people who can't wait, they also sell this type of elastic string in your local hair store. Some of the TNs that I've made, I've used string just right from the hair store. But I needed a large sum because I'm going to be making quite a few of these. So I just got it from Amazon, and it didn't cost me that much. So everybody threads their TNs differently. Well, not everybody, some people. So this is how I thread it. This is how Sean threads it. I don't think that there's a right or wrong way, and this way just works for me. So we're going to go into a moment of silence just for a little bit. I don't have much to talk about as I am threading this. So if you have any questions about this, just let me know in the description bar, and then I'll try to help you out a little bit more. As you can see, I'm struggling just a little bit because I did not get my assistant to help me put this through the hole. I usually have a tool that I use from the Cricut toolbox or an AWL to help me, but by it being so late, I completely forgot that I was supposed to use a helper. But as you'll see, eventually I'll get it. You can use any sharp object to help poke the hole through. The hole is the right size. It's a good size. It's just that I needed help. And there we have it. So now I'm just going to make sure that it fits before I tie my knot. And it did fit. And I'm just going to do a single knot here and just pull it kind of tight. And then you just want to pull it till the knot actually touches the hole so that it doesn't come through. Give it a nice tug, and then you can just clip the ends of the string. But before you do it too tight, just make sure it fits once again. Don't forget, you're going to be putting things inside of it, so you want to make sure you have just a little wiggle room. All right, guys, bam, there it is. We have it all together, all pieced together, and I can put my individual notebooks in. I can put a pocket in. These are the Target, the dollar spot pockets that they were talking about. They only come out during the school season. So if you're looking for them, that's when they come out. But for those who are inquiring, I will give you the SKU number. Sorry about the light. There you go. So if you would look for them there, you can. And there's 20 in the packet. All right, so this is a Target dollar spot. It has dollar pocket. It has an opening at the top, and I am just going to eyeball a lay right there, or right there. And here is another one for the back cover. Turn my laminator off. And I think I beat the midnight. Yeah, it's actually like 11:52. So that took me less than an hour to make this whole entire thing, and that was including putting the bands on the inside. Let me see if I can find one of my, I'm just gonna exchange some of this really quick. Just so you can see, this is another one that I had made a while ago. Actually, let me put a doll in here. I believe I got that from Shayla Creates on Instagram. If you guys are seasoned followers, you know I am bad with remembering where I got them from. I actually tell you guys where I got them from when I first get them, and then I forget. Okay, can I get it out? And these I don't have stapled in here because of the covers, that I wanted to be able to keep the covers. And I didn't take that cover out because I have some vellum in front of it and I don't want to tear it. And so this is a B6 insert that I made myself. This one is a travel one. And I traveled to Atlanta. I haven't finished printing out pictures. And I have one for my YouTube channel. And only thing about, this is why I didn't staple them, because when they rub up against the string, and then they can get like really messed up. And I even tried to staple it backwards, but being as though that one, this is mine, I am okay with it. I'll fix it. And this is my budget one. And I made all of these inserts. And no, I don't have a shop. Because I'm just learning how to do all this stuff. I'm learning how to do it, and I'm learning on my own. So if there's imperfections, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with the imperfections. So then I just have to add some trinkets on the side. Add some trinkets, add some inserts, some page markers, and chunk it up. Actually, let me take this out. There was a sticker on the back of there. It's the only reason why I had that. And I will probably cover up that little face there and keep the card. I'll probably do that. Alright guys, so that is it. These are my DIY traveler's notebooks from the Be Happy box. And I did it in less than an hour. So hopefully you guys can find some uses to use your tissue paper. Don't throw it away. And I guess you could just use regular tissue paper too if you don't have the Be Happy box and you just go and see some tissue paper that you actually like in the store. You could just do the same thing, just using some glue and then laminating your paper. And I use 3mm laminate, and I'll leave a description down below of a link where you can purchase your laminate. And yeah, that's it. So that's it guys. Now I'm gonna go and just put some string on here for myself so that I will have one for me. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one yet, because I actually have to take these out and put them back in my other one. All right, until next time, guys. Peace and blessings.